on the edge of Port-au-Prince, one of many roadside operations. Everybody's got pretty much the same thing around here, but Jean says this one's the best. Lalu, which is local for callaloo, a Caribbean green that I usually like.
Crab?
Crab.
Well, crab gives it flavor, mostly?
Yes.
Yeah.
This stuff is cooked with greens, okra, and peppers, and flavored with bits of crab and salt pork. Rice and beans, this I love any way you want to make it. And this, I'm all over it.
Then you had the pork and chicken stew. Yeah, in Creole sauce.
Yeah, that looks good.
You want it spicy with pickles?
Yeah, oh yeah, gotta do the pickles, right?
Oh yeah, pickles.
Cabbage, peppers,
Yep.
kind of a spicy slaw, right? Now, everybody's doing this
Yeah, it's because of the cholera outbreak.
because of the cholera.
On every table, a bottle of hand sanitizer. Cholera being a big and growing problem here.
Kill a lot of people in the north.
And quick,
Quick.
24 hours. You get it, you can die.
Very severe.
Well, chicken's awesome.
Yeah, it's because of the Creole sauce.
It's in Creole sauce. Tomato, onion,
Tomato,
garlic.
onion, garlic, Maggi. Ask any chef here.
Right.
They're gonna tell you about Maggi. There it is.
It's the chicken bouillon. So that's a fundamental ingredient. I'm telling you, I'm loving the rice. I'm loving the pickles. I'm loving the chicken. Lalo?
Yeah.
No, that's not crazy, man.
Oh, you done as lalo?
Not loving it.
Then everybody know we are not Haitian.
How's business for her? Right? Can you ask her?
Not really good this time.
Not good.
I mean, the country situation. People don't have any income, any money, so they can't buy food in the street. So we can imagine that. That's why you see a lot of guys here begging, can you buy me some food? Can you give me something?
When you make television anywhere, people stop and stare. Crowds form. Usually, they're just curious. Here, we notice the kids, gathering just outside the view of our lenses, not looking at me or the cameras, but looking at what we're eating. One plate of food would be a good day for any of them. And here, I'm painfully aware, I'm eating 3.
I mean, the day is almost over and she got a bunch of rice.
Right.
And then all those people around here, they are sitting here waiting for just a piece.
What would you do? Hungry kids and a hardworking businesswoman. A brief conference with producers, and I think, in this case, easy to make the situation better, right? We decide we'll buy the lady out, pay full price for every order of food she can muster, and we'll feed them. Simple. Fill the bellies of some cute kids, a good-hearted expression of kindness. We all go back to our hotel feeling really good about ourselves, right? What happens is both predictable and a metaphor for what's wrong with so much well-intentioned aid effort around the world. Hungry people anywhere behave like hungry people. When you've got big kids and small kids, young people and old, many of whom haven't had a meal in days, in the real world outside of the commercial in our heads, people get whacked with a belt. A struggle to keep order against the natural forces of the world, the strong against the weak. We didn't think it through. We thought short-term, feel-good, obvious-seeming solutions. But there are no easy answers. And because of that, because we thought with our hearts and not our heads, it all turned to the John Barrymore suite at the Olafson. It's got an extra bed, an enormous 4-poster beast draped with mosquito netting. And after a few too many rum punches, I get used to having a lie down outside. Tomorrow is the Day of the Dead, the time of Baron Samedi. In Voodoo, Haiti's de facto national religion, he's the keeper of the gateway between this world and the next. To the uninitiated, certainly a frightening figure. But then death is slightly more familiar to people around here. Always has been. And Samedi is also seen as the spirit of not just death, but procreation and humor. And tomorrow's holiday is usually a joyous one. parade through the streets. Not unusual, except this parade winds through a city of the dead, Port-au-Prince Cemetery.
Remember?
Yes. Remember that you are dust.
Remember you are dust.
Yeah. Haiti is 70% Catholic,
Right.
20% Protestant,
Right.
and 100% Voodoo.
Is it a sad day or a happy day?
Supposed to be a happy day.
You party with your relatives.
Instead of celebrating like the death of the people,
Right.
they're celebrating life.
Most of these people are here to visit with their dead relatives. It's believed that ancestors reside in the spirit world but can still be communicated with, at least indirectly, by going to their gravesite, making ritual offerings, even talking to them.
So you're gonna see coffee all over the place, coffee for the dead.
Why coffee?
When you go to some people's house, the first thing they offer you is like coffee. Yeah. To say hi. So it's a mark of respect.
The city of the dead mirrors that of the living. The tombs above ground are owned by families, but the ground below has to be rented. Rent has to be paid regular, as in life, or your bones can get unceremoniously chucked out. The quake introduced another dimension of horror. With untold thousands of dead lying all over the city, the bodies had to be disposed of quickly, with no time for identification. Handy introduces me to this man, Henry, who actually hopes his family are here. He can't know for sure.
So here they dig like a 30 meters deep hole and put all the dead.
Any idea how many people here?
No, but a lot. I can tell you, a lot of people.
We're standing on top of a 30-meter deep mass grave.
So nobody knows who is in there.
It was a matter of urgency because of health.
Exactly.
So they didn't have time to identify. They couldn't.
No,
it was
at all.
impossible.
Impossible.
They took who they found.
Yes.
They put them here.
Understand, according to practice and belief, in order to maintain contact with your ancestors and to do right by them, you must know their place of burial. A mass grave like this presents an existential problem, a severing of all contact with loved ones.
How many members of his family?
5.
5 family members.
4 children
And his mother.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So tonight, this is a night for an offering.
Nearby, at a cross dedicated to Baron Samedi, people make offerings and ask for his help in earthly matters. At least some of them, presumably, hoping for help getting a message to some of the uncounted thousands of displaced dead.
No marker, no names, no plaque. So this would be a luxury to have their names.
A very big luxury. So nobody knows who is in there. You don't know.